Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. Let's continue the JavaScript and CSS tips and tricks tutorial series. Now in this video tutorial, I will show you how to change the text dynamically in a div. The text alignment I want to show dynamically. Center, left, right, justify, uppercase, lowercase and first letter capital of every word in a div dynamically using the JavaScript and CSS styles. So let's start the tutorial. And here we got the final output of our application. Notice dynamically change the div content alignment. Below we got the buttons and here we got the div with the content. By default I have set the div content center. Now if I click left, see the div content is left, right, center, justify, it's justify, uppercase, it's uppercase, lowercase, it's lowercase. Now when I click first letter capital, see the first letter is capital of every word. For this video tutorial, I am using Visual Studio Code. First let's open our folder which is a JavaScript tutorials, and here it is, our folder is added to the VS Explorer. Let me expand this folder. Now inside this folder I am creating one div text, div content alignment .htm, and here we got the newly created HTML file is open. Let me minimize this Explorer as well as I'm closing this welcome page. Now let's write the coding part. First let's add the doc type HTML. I'm closing the HTML. And after that I'm adding the header section. Below the header section I'm adding the body tag. Now inside this body tag I'm adding one center element. I'm adding one more hashtag, h1 header tag. Dynamically change the div content alignment. After that I am adding one horizontal line, and below the horizontal line I am adding one div container. Inside this div container, let's give this ID is equals to myDiv. Now here I am adding, this is Charan, welcome to my channel. Let's copy this one and paste here. Let's copy this one. If you notice here, I have added some content in this div. Now my aim is I want to dynamically change this div content alignment left, right, center, justify, uppercase, lowercase and first letter of the every word must be capital. For that I am using some button controls. Below the button controls I am adding one horizontal line. Let's put this above. In the above I am adding one horizontal line. Now between these both horizontal line I am adding one button control. Button on click event change text alignment, which is the function, JavaScript function. First alignment I am adding center. Let's close this, center. Then let's copy this one, center, left, and this is the right, and one more I require the justify. This is justify. Now let's change this function parameters, left, right, and this one is the justify. Now what else we have? We require the button uppercase and lowercase and the first letter capital. One more button control, button on click is equals to this one Here uppercase, we require some JavaScript functionality. So change text case, text case. This is another function I am adding here. Uppercase. Let's put the here uppercase. Copy this one, lowercase, and first capitalize first word. This is the lowercase, and this one is the lowercase, and this one first letter capital, first letter capital, and in the function I am adding capitalized words. That's it. Up to now we have just finished the designing part. Now we require the JavaScript functionality. In the header section I am adding script. Inside the script I am adding one function, change. This function I require, change text alignment. These are parameters we are passing from here. Align dynamically, align variable myDiv. Let's define myDiv variable. Document.getElement by ID. The element ID I am adding myDiv. The div element ID I am adding here between this single quotes. After that, myDiv style. Let's add the myDiv style dot textAlign is equals to the alignments we are getting from this variable align. So let's write that one, align. Next, this is the text alignment. Now we require the text change text. Copy this one, change text case. So function change text case. Here case type I am adding. The same thing, the case types are uppercase, lowercase, and capitalized words. So for that, variable myDiv, again I am defining one more variable here. myDiv is equals to document dot get element by ID of the this div, myDiv. So let's add myDiv. Then now here the case functionality I am adding, switch case functionality. Variable content is equals to myDiv dot inner HTML. Let's add the switch case here. Switch case type uppercase. This one we need to add same as it is here. This is uppercase colon myDiv. I want to change in the div inner HTML is equals to content dot to uppercase. After that I am adding break case. Second case I am adding here. Now this time I am adding the lowercase. Copy this one. Let's add the lowercase colon myDiv dot inner HTML is equals to content dot to lowercase I have added. Then break. And the last one we require the capitalized words. Capitalized words, again we require the case capitalized words. Copy this one and paste here. myDiv dot inner HTML is equals to capitalize. Notice here I am not adding content to lower uppercase because the first letter capitalized, there is no any default functions. We don't have any ready-made functions for that, so we require to write the logic capitalized words, which is our function name content break, break, and default. Default is break. Default is break. Is break. Now this is this one, and this one for this function, and this one for this function. Now what else we require? We require the capitalized words. This one, copy this one. We need to add the capitalized words, string, return. Here I am adding regular expressions. So I am replacing with forward slash backward slash b. I am searching for the first letter backward slash w and forward slash g. Yeah, this is the regular expressions to convert the first letter capital of the every word g. Then what we have the function define one word here. Let's put this one colon, and now return word dot at return character at 0 dot to uppercase. The first 0 is the first index of the word uppercase plus word dot slice method 1. The index starts with 0 first. So second word is 1 here according to the index. To lowercase, I am converting to lowercase. That's it. To uppercase, lowercase. That's it. We have done the JavaScript functionality. Now what we require here? Now let's add some style. myDiv, copy this one. Above the script I am adding style hash because it's an ID. myDiv width I am adding 4. Let's add the 300 pixels. Height of the div I am adding auto. Border I am adding rough styles here. If anything looking bad, we'll come back here and we'll change. Border 1 pixel. Solid black color I am adding. textAlign is center. By default I am adding the textAlign is center in this div. So when page loads in this div, whatever the content will be the center of the div. That's it for the div. Now what have buttons? We'll add some styles to the buttons also. Button at the element I am writing here background color of the button I am adding here. Let's add the color is equals to let's add red color of the button. We'll change this to this light red color, tomato color. Color of the text is white, and padding 10 pixels, 20 pixels. Cursor pointer margin right. Let's add the margin right 5 pixels. I want to put the label of the button control center of the button, and the border radius, the rounded shape of the corners around 15 pixels. Let's add the 10 pixels. That's it. We have done the coding part. Now we have the button controls, div with a content. We have written the JavaScript functionality, and we have added some styles to the elements. Let's save this file. Save. We'll check the final output of our application. For that, we need to open the File Explorer. The folder I have created in the E drive, the folder name is the JavaScript-tutorials and the file name is the div content align. This is the file name. And here we got the final output of our application. Notice dynamically change the div content alignment. Below we got the buttons and here we got the div with the content. By default I have set the div content center. Now if I click left, see the div content is left, right, center, justify, it's justify, uppercase, it's uppercase, lowercase, it's lowercase. Now when I click first letter capital, see the first letter is capital of every word. Again if I click justify, this is the justify, right, justify, left, center, uppercase, lowercase, first letter capital. That's it. In this video tutorial I have explained how to change dynamically the div content alignment. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. Please subscribe, share and leave your valuable comment. We'll catch you in my next video tutorial.